Good evening, everyone. Joan, Lana, Tara, Paulette, and Shannon. Good evening, Randy. Good evening. Welcome, everyone. I'm Gypsy Shahoff and Psychic Medium. It's good to have you here. Hello, Valerie. Caroline. Hello. Kimberly and Jill. Kristen. Oh, it's going fast now. Karen. Karen and Sherry, Carrie Ann, and Gina. Hello, sweetheart. Jessica. Hi. Donna. Kayla. Erica. Good evening. Joyce. Denise. Sherry. Good evening. Liz. Kristen. Cheryl. Good evening. It's good to have you all here. It's good to be back in here, huh? Barb, Shannon, Madeline. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, Lisa Rogers. She is my anchor, my wrench. Brenda White will be in here. Please welcome her as well. They do keep everything running smoothly. They will write in capital letters, so please follow their guidance. And it's good to have you. Thank you for being here for us, Lisa, Brenda. Nancy, welcome. It's good to have you here. Okay, Jessica, Vanessa, Berna, Sandy, Anthony. Good evening. Good evening, everybody. If I've missed you, it's because I can't pull it back down right now. Let me go to the bottom. So you guys are beating me to it. I have my cards, my trusty cards. If you're interested in a card pull, it's 1 through 36. Pick a number. I do have my reasons for that. Also, if you have a direct question you would like answered, please feel free to write it out. As I'm drawn to you, I will give you a answer to it. And Brenda White's in the house now. Please welcome her. And again, Lisa Rogers. They are my anchors, my wrenches. Now, as spirit comes through, I will deliver the message, so don't hesitate. Okay. Not tonight. Oh, I don't understand. After this. Okay. All right. So, all right, here we go. Let me get my cards. I have them right here. All righty now. Good evening, my darlings. All right, we're going to go with the first one is Sherry Dupree, number 17. Sherry Dupree, number 17. I'd rather not tonight. Wow, look at you guys. Welcome, welcome. We're building up fast. This is good. Not only is it good, it's good to have you here, but it's good for spirit, should spirit need the energy to pop out. All right. Oh, Nancy made it. Well, welcome, Nancy. I have a coffee cup reading to do for you shortly. All right. Seven, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and number 17, sweetheart. You have the fish. Now, again, this is for Sherry Dupree. For the fish for you, sweetheart. All right, Sherry. The fish can go either way. And I feel like this is, you have somebody around you that has a dependency They either depend on some kind of, they have an addiction, is what I mean. All right, whether it's drinking or drugs. All right. Um, Now, when I say around you, what I'm feeling though is somebody's going to come to you for help. This is it. Not necessarily somebody in your household or somebody close, but a friend or family member that's going to come to you and talk to you about this. All right. And it is a male figure that has the problem. I feel like it'll be a female that reaches out to you for help. I had to sit here and feel on this. Now, if it hasn't already happened this past week, I feel like this is going to come to be within the next 2 to 3 weeks, sweetheart. You just give them the best you can in guidance, all right? They're coming to you for a little bit of guidance, all right? And so this is a heads up. Now, if you're familiar with my cards, that's what they are. It's mainly a heads up, all right? So, again, just tell her how you feel, give her whatever guidance that you feel is right for her. Um, but also, I feel like with this comes verbal abuse. And that's what I'm getting, some verbal abuse. So it's just giving you a more. If she doesn't bring it up, maybe you'll want to bring it up, all right? But I do feel like whatever he's doing it's verbal abuse is coming with it. So if she doesn't say it, bring it out on her so you could push her even more, all right? And I'm sending you my love. You've got this, sweetheart. And hello, everybody, and welcome. All right. This is for MJ Cruz, number 13. Good evening, my friends. Wow, it's good to see so many people in here. All right, number 13. I have a short-term memory. It's what I call a short-term memory. I wrote it down so I could shuffle and then go back. It's moving so fast, I can't hold it on there. Hope everybody's had good holidays. I know we did. All right, here we go. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And it was 13. See? What did I tell you? I have to look. All right. You have the anchor. MJ, this tells me that, and I know you and your husband work together like this, but I do feel like you are a main anchor for your family. Not only your children, but I know you help the rest of the family. And what this came out, this is just to confirm who you are, a very strong woman. All right. But I do feel like something's going to come up. Just a minute. All right, this has something to do with the household, the house that you live in, okay? The house you live in. Something's going to come up, and might as well go ahead and talk with your husband, look around. I do feel like there's going to be some kind of plumbing issues. All right, I've been able to pinpoint it before with people and say a leak or something, but I can't tell what the plumbing issue is other than a toilet backing up, but that's not going to, that's a part of something that's happening. Just this is a heads up, I'm telling you. I feel like within the next 3 to 4 weeks, unless you've already had it in the last week or so. All right. Oh, Shannon, I'm describing her to a T. Yes, I know I am. I know she's very strong woman. All right, so MJ, just stay on top of it. If you start seeing any kind of little problem in the backup of the toilet, that may be the signal to make sure you check everything out. All right, honey? I hope that helps you. It's a heads up. For anybody that's new in here, my cards are mainly heads up or helps you with the present. I know that's not something everybody wants to hear, but it may save you a lot. All righty now. Hello everyone and welcome. It's good to see you in here. This is for Vivian, number 19, Vivian Jones, number 19. You know, if you were in the last live feed, we will be doing a money boost. It's a prosperity money boost for the first half of the year, January the 18th. That's a Saturday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook. And then we will come over here and do one on YouTube as well. So it will follow that one. I don't have an exact time, but it should be it'd be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Facebook. And then that'll put us about maybe 8:45, 8:30 to 8:45 here to do one. So if you'd like to be a part of it, I will make a post. Look for the post on Facebook. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. All right. Here you go, Vivian. You have the ring. Now, the ring represents a bonding, all right, a contract. And what I do feel for you is something, I don't know what's coming up, but it's not, okay, this is not for you to agree upon. I feel like something's going to come up to where you and your husband want to, and I feel like it's going to be a joint thing, all right? That you and your husband are going to want to break a contract, I want to say a lease, but I'm talking about the contract, something that you've had an agreement on. Something's coming up, but I feel like you may have to pay a fee to do it, whatever this is, but it is the right thing. Don't hesitate, all right? I'm sorry, I can't tell you exactly what it is, except I feel like that anxiousness that the two of you are going to want to get out of this, whatever this is, all right? And it benefits both of you by doing this. So do whatever you have to do, sweetheart. Don't hesitate on it. I hope that makes sense, or it will as it comes to be. I do feel like this is within the next 2 to 3 weeks, maybe a month's time, not more than that. All right? I hope that helps you. All righty now. All right, just a minute. I have.
Last night, if she's in here now, Stacy
Oh, yeah.
Sullivan made a $5 donation,
It's
and
a $10. I think. I don't know.
It was a $5 donation. What I saw, and thank you so very much, Stacy.
Thank you, Stacy. If you're here, I don't know if I saw her. Thank you so much. Now this is a grandfather father figure that is here. His name is James. All right. Now he worked for the railroad, but it wasn't on the trains itself. He worked like in an office for the railroad. All right. And he's looking for anybody that's related. I feel like if his daughters are here, son or grandchildren, his wife has passed, and that's what this is about. He wants to thank his family, thank his children, and he means his children as far as children and grandchildren, because of what they did for his wife, for your mom, your grandmother. He said it was beautiful. You saw to it that everything was taken care of from the time that he passed to the time that she passed and beyond. And you took care of, and he's showing me her property, all her worldly goods. He says, I couldn't ask for anything more. He says, they went above and beyond. So this is James. He worked for the railroad. He did pass. He passed when he wasn't retired yet. He was 60. He was 62. He says, I wasn't retired yet. He was 62. He did work in an office, not literally on the tracks or on a train. He is about 5'10", and he's got light eyes, beautiful crystal blue eyes. But he just wants his family to know how much they both appreciate it, all the love that you gave. And he's talking about his wife, your grandmother, your mother, your grandmother. If anybody's in here that can relate to this, let me know, please. All right. So again, this is James. He worked on a railroad. He worked for the railroad, but in an office. He was 62 when he passed. And he's just looking for family, children and grandchildren, and to thank them for all that they did. You went above and beyond taking care of your mother, grandmother, from the time he passed to the time she did and on. All right, should you come into this feed later, after it's posted, please don't hesitate to let me know either in comments or you can message me on Facebook. The link is in the description. I would love to know that it's been delivered. All right, now, all right, I'm going to do one more and then we're going to do this mini coffee cup reading. And it's good to have everybody in here. All right, Anthony Stein. Anthony, I want you to know, yes, okay? Now, not that he's popping out now, but that is a direct confirmation that he is. When you start really dreaming, they're very vivid. Most of the time, you're enjoying your time with him, however it goes. But you should be writing them down, because if he's coming that often to you, he may have little messages to deliver through the dreams, all right? Because to me, this is them visiting, period, and it may not seem like anything now, but if you jot them down and go through it every so often, and I say every few days, kind of look through it. And if you wrote it down, you only have to read a few words of the dream and you'll recall it. You might see where whatever happened is reflecting something now that's going on. So I suggest you write them down, and that's beautiful. Know that he is there visiting you. All right, this is for Cheyenne. Nacosky. Cheyenne, and I know I said that wrong. Cheyenne wants number 14, and she's got the unicorns. Oh, my nieces um, wanted. I have two of them, sisters, and that's what they wanted, stuffed animals for Christmas. And one of them was a unicorn, and the other was a llama. Unicorn, as cute as can be. Oh my God! And they fell in love with them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Oh, 14. All right, sweetheart. You have the family tree. And we have spirit throwing things around. All right, I'm sorry. You have the family tree. Now, what this represents is that you are very important in your family as far as, oops, I don't know what's going on with my camera. All right, as far as being the trunk, the root of your tree. And I do feel like there's somebody that's going to come to you, whether it's a sibling or it's a family member, though. I don't feel like it's a friend, even though they would be that close. I feel like a family member is going to come to you about a dispute they're having with somebody else in the family. You need to try to stay neutral, give some guidance, try to bring them together, but stay neutral. I feel like that's going to benefit you the best. Whatever this is, they may have, and I feel like it stemmed over the Christmas holidays. All right, but now they're coming to you. You may already know about it, but now this person is coming to you. So try to stay neutral, give some good advice, try to bring them together. Okay, sweetheart? Do your best. You can do this. It comes up for you to know, to kind of have a heads up. All right, now I'm going to do this coffee cup reading. This is for Nancy. It's a mini coffee cup. Nancy, what I do ask for you to do is to interact with me as I'm reading it, please. Just let me know if it resonates. It's just like I do it as a family. And the family growing up, we all talked about it. And I love the interaction. And when I do a private coffee cup reading, that's the whole thing on the phone. So many of you have had one with me, and it's a lot of fun. But this is only 3 or 4 things that I find in the cup that pop out for a mini coffee cup reading. Plus, if there is numbers or perhaps a spirit. So are you still here, Nancy? Okay, let me turn this down so you guys can see the cup. Uh-oh. I hit that. I can't blame it on spirit this time. Let me see what we did here. There we go. There you are. Good deal. All right, so this is your cup. And this is a cup that was given to me by a friend, Melanie. And this is after I sipped it. So give me a second here. The first thing I see is the number 2. All right, you got a 2. So consider this as one of your lucky numbers. Very strong 2. Okay. All right, you have this, and I don't know, this is coming up, all right? I would say, and within the next month or so, maybe put it out 6 weeks, but it looks like some kind of an event that you're going to go to, watching, whether it's a sport event. Actually, that's what it looks like, a sport event. Now, I don't know if the persons that you'll be with, but I feel like There's a male figure, whether they're part of the event that you're watching or they're just with you. It looks like they're going to sprain their foot. All right. And it looks like on steps. So they must be going with you to watch this. I'm not sure. I just see steps. I see them hurting their ankle because I see the lightning bolts around the ankle. Lightning bolts. And this tells me like maybe a sprain or something like that. I believe it's the male. Um, and when I say a sport event, it just looks like things are being tossed out, like maybe a ball or something. I don't know this time of year. I'm not a sports person. I'm not sure. But it's an event and it looks like on steps or stairs. This is where they're going to hurt their ankle. All right? So it's a heads up, sweetheart. You may just want to take a little precaution. All right. Now you have the number, I said the number 3, number 2, but you also have the number 3 and the number 9. So far, 2, 3, and 9. If anybody's new coming in, I'm reading a mini coffee cup for Miss Nancy. She won this by sharing out. All right, Nancy, you also have a strong letter C. Now, when I say that, it's very predominant. I'm sorry, I'm very thirsty when I do a lot of spirit. Here we go. All right. You have a strong letter C. Now, I want you to think. The first name that comes to mind is this, whether they're deceased or alive. Now, so say that the name that comes to you and they've passed. This just tells me that they come around, they visit you. All right, know that they visit you. But if the letter C and they're alive, I need you to reach out to them. Just check on them. A lot of times they're thinking about you, they want to talk to you. And other times it's just that they need to hear somebody. They're lonely. I get so much feedback when I say this about after they've reached out. So whoever first comes to mind, all right, if they've passed, they're visiting you. If they're alive, check on them. Just, and if it's nothing, good, thank God, but it's best to check on them, all right? So the letter C as in cat, Catherine. My sister's name is Chisa, C-I-S-A. Okay. That's the first name I think of. All right, now, in spirit, you do have, this is a mother, grandmother, great-grandmother. She had a round face. She has right now in the cup. So this is kind of maybe to help you see or decide who this is. She has a cat there, so she must have had a cat or loved cats when she was alive. Whether she collected them as chachis or if she really had one. But she has a cat. She's got it tucked under her arm. It looks like she teased her hair. So she would have had a perm, but it was all teased around. And in the cup, she's literally wearing like a little necklace, but I don't see the charm or nothing, just a little necklace. So know that she is around and watching over you, sweetheart. And one more number you have. You had 2, 3, 9, and you've got a 4. So 2, 3, 9, and 4, these are considered lucky numbers. So consider them for the next 3 to 4 weeks. I usually say about a month. If you need numbers, you have them there to pull upon. All right. And I want to thank you, sweetheart. And we had nearly 500 during the other live feed. And when the feed is going the way it did, we did not see you because if I had of, I would have read it. I had it waiting. But thank you so much for sharing and caring. God bless you. And again, thank you. Okay, let me move this up and get this light out of my
And
eyes.
everyone is generally pretty good about helping us out.
Yeah,
So, I mean, we're all human,
yeah.
but we did say it several times. And anyways, thank you for being patient with us.
Yes, thank you so much. All right, now here we go. This is for Barb Bates, number 12. Barb Bates. All righty now. Number 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, Miss Barb, you have the moon and the stars, honey. Now, Barb, this tells me, all right, this tells me you're a dreamer. All right, you, you like to daydream, and I mean that with respect, but I feel like daydreaming is very good for us as far as helping us with the future, you know, and pushing us forward. But I do feel like you're a daydreamer. You like to think of things that you want to do, and you try to put them in motion. I do feel like there is something that you put on the side burner. And like when I want to say goal, but I feel like this is more fun. All right. So whatever it is you've put to the side, maybe there's a few. It's time. I feel like this year is a good year for you. It's time to pull out one or two of those. Put them in action. Enjoy yourself. Now the moon tells me you have a very good intuition. And this will help you achieve whatever it is that you've put on the side. So follow your intuition on how you proceed with it, sweetheart, all right? Um, and I also want to ask you to try to get, if you're not already, try to get out under the moonlight. Whether it's a full moon, it doesn't matter. More so closer to the full moon, that's the best. But it does energize our body. It's just like when we put crystals out, cleanses and energizes, so does it does the same thing for us. I did that for years and never realized why I felt so good afterwards, but that's it. So I want to thank you. I hope that helps you, gives you a little heads up. Oh, everybody, welcome Kara Maxwell. She is a wrench and anchor too, as well, and it's good to have you. And sweetheart, I know you had a hard time. And honey, I've had you in our prayers. Please keep her in your prayers as well. But it's good to have you back, sweetheart. God bless you. All right. Yes, I agree, Brenda. We do have a beautiful group. Absolutely. It's good to have you all in here. Oh, yes. Lisa, Madeline is here. Thank you. Madeline, you were set up for 2 nights that I had to call in sick, so I might as well do it now. I was really hoping Facebook business is a pain in the tookish. All right. When it comes to having to pull up messages. Mikey will agree with me. I can't just go in there and put a name and find an old message. I couldn't message you, and I just knew you would message me. So let me go ahead. I know you all won't mind. Madeline, I'm looking for you here. Thank you, Lisa. All right.
Sorry, I haven't.
No,
been
that's
in,
okay.
I haven't been in the live
I know
feed at
you
all
haven't.
yet.
I was just telling them how hard it is for us to try to bring up anybody in messages on Facebook business. I can't just message them like we do in regular messages. All right. Madeline, let me know you're still here before I do this. Okay, Lisa. All right, I was just not seeing it at all. Thank you, honey. All right, good. I'm still here. Good deal. All right, I'm going to pick out your first number. It's going to be number 24. This is going to represent you as a person. Thanks, Lisa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and number 24. And you have the sun. This represents you, the sun. Now, we're going to go with 24. We're going to go with 14 to be whatever's going on around you now that I need to bring up. All right. A super chat. I don't know. Is it not? I turned it on. If it's not, if you don't see it, then maybe it didn't. They've been having problems across Facebook for super chat, but we do have a donation that anybody's welcome in the description for donations. Thank you, and it's in the description. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. All right, you have the storks. So being that came out, I'm going to pull another card to go with it to kind of give us an idea what new is coming into your life. So with that, I'm going to just take half of 14 and we'll make it a 7. 6 and number 7. Got the family tree, honey. All right. Now the next card will be number 4. That's going to represent the near future. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You have the crossroads. All right. So, all right, the sun represents you, sweetheart. This tells me, for the most part, you're a positive person. Now, I do feel like there are times when you feel like you're overloaded, all right? And you'll tend to say, oh my God, this is just not going to happen, you know, until you get a little breather, and then it goes back to you're feeling much better. But you do try to show yourself and appear as a positive person. And what I said as being down is only once in a while. And we all get that, no matter how positive we are. So, and I do feel like you try to help others see the positive side about them. If I'm wrong, you're welcome to tell me. And I don't think you're going to sway me off of that. Now, you also have the family tree and the storks. Now, the storks, the first thing we think about is babies coming in, all right? A stork, at least I do. So that's why I always like to pull another card, because it means something new, not necessarily babies. But you did get the family tree. And the family tree tells me, okay, somebody, whether it's a baby or whether it's somebody getting married, you will either hear about it, or you have heard about it the past week, or it's coming up, I feel like within the next 3 to 4 weeks. It's happening in this time, in the present. So that's what I consider. So be looking for that. That's a good thing. A new member in the family, new little limb coming out. So, and again, this could be marriage, a spouse coming in, or or a permanent spouse. Not necessarily. I have to put that in, but you'll hear of a new member, whether it's a baby or an adult coming into the family. Now, the near future, you have the crossroads coming up. Now, this represents for you an opportunity. No matter what you're doing now, I feel like there's going to be an opportunity coming up. But I don't feel like it's actually, in today's time, we're all being handed all these different opportunities, make money, do this, do that. But I feel like something, if you haven't heard about it or had it going through your mind, and it's just sitting there, you're going to hear about it in the near future. And when I say that, I feel like within the next, no, in about 2 months, all right? And who's going to present it to you or talk to you about it will be a male. I do feel like this is a good way to earn some extra money. I don't feel like it's going to be a different path to take altogether. All right. I feel like whatever you do now, whether you work outside of the home, you work in the home, you don't actually have to be working to make money if you have a family at home. We all know that. So whatever it is, it's just going to be added to what you're doing now, but it's going to be extra income and good income. All right. And I don't feel like it's long term, but it's going to help out a whole lot. So as that comes, let me know. All right. I'd love to know what it is. So just go with it, sweetheart. Of course, look into it, you know, do all your research on it. But I really feel like whatever this is, the guy that's going to bring it to you or represent it to you or present it to you, I should say, he's got curly hair. I see his hair is like they're laid, but they're curls, full curls. All right. I hope that helps you. Thank you so much for being patient and understanding. And she won that too, as well. I believe you got this as well for sharing and caring. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, good, sweetheart, good. Let me know as it comes through. I would love to know. All right, now this is for Donna Simmons, number 3. Donna, number 3. What's it for?
Nothing.
1, 2, and 3. Ooh, you have the fish. Now, Donna, I feel like for you, this is just representing the year because I consider we're at the beginning. It's a new year. And I just feel like this representing the year in a whole. You're going to have a good year coming up. I mean, throughout this year. I say coming up, it's still as we're here, but the next several months, I feel like it's going to be a good month, good year for you. You're going to see things fall into place. Money wise, if it's been down, you'll see it pick up. If it's been going steady, you're going to see it continue to be steady, maybe an increase. All right. Just good all the way around. Good prosperity all the way around, sweetheart. So again, these are like a heads up, but this is good. This just tells me you've got a good several months, and I feel like through most of the year things are going to go pretty good for you there, and steady. All right. I hope that helps you. All right, Sherry McKay, I think I've answered that for you before. I honestly, it depends. It depends on what you're going through, and I'd have to do a reading on that specifically on you to see what happened, what's going on with that. So let's pull a number 7. And for those that are coming in or wasn't in my live feed on Facebook, I have some specials going on. A Blast from the Past, which is a mini coffee cup, and a 72-hour money boost that I have on special. I have a 20-minute mediumship and a 20-minute open guidance, which is a beautiful session, especially if you're going through a recent death and you're going through grieving. That helps with both. It's 25% off. And I also have a 30-minute combo, which includes a mini coffee cup, 3 cards, and open guidance.
You need to be done now.
All right, I'm doing Sherry McKay.
All right.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and number 7.
You need to get your feet up.
All right. You have the whip and the broom, Sherry. Now I want you to think about, I think this is for you. All right? Not you telling somebody else. I feel like you need to put time aside for yourself. All right? This could be part of your question. Will I ever get my gifts back? All right? So you need to put time for yourself and start working on that. All right? It's not that they're just going to come back. They may have setback. That's why I said I needed to really do a reading. But this could help you as well by making time for yourself, exploring what happened, exploring how you can open up again. All right, sweetheart? And you know, sometimes if we go through a traumatic time in our life, if we've had gifts, if we have gifts, or we could just be very intuitive with our family, you know what I mean? But we're going through a traumatic time, things set back, and it just steps back, and we feel like we've lost it when in fact we just need to reopen it. All right, so take some time. That's what that whip and broom means. Take some time for yourself and focus on different things to help open it back up for you. All right, and I hope that helps you. All right, my sweethearts, I am going to have to close. He's reminding me I need to get my feet elevated. I'm going through some, I have cellulitis right now, and it's affected me pretty bad. So I'm okay, though, let me tell you, other than keeping my feet elevated and the antibiotics. So, my darlings, I want to tell you good night. Thank you so much for being here with us. You make our night, you make our community perfect. Thank you. Again, if you would like a listing of my sessions, if you'd like to book, a description is in the comments below. So please feel free to, or in the description below, there's a link. Please feel free to message us. And we love you. God bless you all.
Have a wonderful evening.
Good night. Thank you.
Wait. Thank you what?
Thank you, Lisa Rogers and Brenda White. I don't know what we'd do without you. Thank you, and welcome back, Kara. Thank you all. God bless you. Good night. God bless you all.
I can never get that thing right, man.
You're learning. You're learning. Good night, y'all.